Okay, so let us start building our first app, the I am rich app. So let us first have a look at the app UI. Okay, so this is the app, this is the actual app, like a person holding the phone, and this is the app. So this is there. So there is a blank screen, okay, the black screen, and there is a like kind of a red ruby in between the app. Okay, so this is the thing that we will try to achieve. We will do a little bit of here and there, a little bit of tweaking in the UI. So more or less this will be the app that we will be building. Okay, so let us start first creating by the project. Okay, so let us start creating the project. So just come here, open your Android Studio. Okay, then you can just open your emulator from here. So from here you can open your Android emulator or iOS simulator, whatever you have. So you can open that, then just come on the file and click on new. Okay, then open new Flutter project. From there you have to just specify the path where the Flutter SDK is. You save the Flutter SDK wherever you save that, then go for the next, and here you have to name your project. So in our case we will name that I am rich. Okay, so I am rich. Now, so please focus here. So this is wrong. Okay, we can't name the app like it. So what's the problem here? We can't use capital letter. So if I try to finish the app, you can say that it is saying, giving me some kind of error. So what it is actually saying, that you have to use like I am rich. Okay, so something like this. You can't use a capital letter. Now still it is wrong. So what's wrong about it? So actually you can't use spaces. So what you have to use, you have to do some kind of underline here. Okay, or you can use camel case. So whatever you want to prefer. So this will be the project location. So after selecting the name, so this will be the project location. Here you can just tap here and you can select the location wherever you want to put your project there, where you want to save the project. So I will just recommend put it on the default location only. Then there will be a project description. So if you want to give a description here, so like a new Flutter project on our new app, I am, it's not mandatory, but if you want then you can give it. So there, then it will ask you like what you want to build. You want to build application, a plugin, a package. So in our case we are trying to build application. Then there it's ask you about your organization name. So actually it's the URL of your organization. Okay, suppose the domain of your thing, like maybe you have an enterprise like abc.com. So it's actually in the reverse order. Okay, what we did, so we didn't use abc.com, so we actually use like in the reverse order, like .com, like com then abc. So this will be the website. But what if you don't have a website, or is it mandatory when we are practicing the thing? Actually it is not mandatory, and there is no problem if you don't put any website or anything like there. So it's completely fine. Then it asks you about the languages, like what you want, like Kotlin, Swift, or you can also select for Java and Objective-C. So don't worry, you don't have to like code on Java or C. We will code on Dart only, but it's just asking you like which language you want to use. Okay, like the code will be converted to. Then you can also add support to Linux, Mac OS, but they are not necessary for us, so we will stick to Android and iOS. And you can also create a project offline. Okay, so this is all about it. Then we can create on finish, but before finishing I would like to talk a little bit about this thing. Okay, the organization thing. So it's not mandatory thing. Actually it is the thing that like this is a your identifier of your app. Okay, you can change it after a while. So what actually it does, so for example, like if we go on Play Store, so if you go on Play Store and just open any application. Okay, so any application, maybe a Surface FO, and if you want to look at the like the URL of the app, or in the case of phone you can't see that, but it's a benefit in the website that you can see that. So you can see there the ID equals to something written here, that com.kilo.something Surface FO. So this is the thing which we are putting here. So you can see the organization thing. So this is your identifier. So this have to be unique. It can't be matched with any other app. So you need to put it in mind, like if you, when you are developing it for the Play Store or App Store, when you want to put it on the, like to people, and you want to put it on the Play Store, then you have to find, like make it unique, so it can't be like anything copy or anything like that, so it have to be unique. Okay, I can give you another example. Let's open another app, maybe Clash of Clans. So I don't know why the games are on the opening, but it doesn't matter. Like you can say id.com.supercell. Actually the Supercell is the game developer, if you know that. And here is that Clash of Clans. Okay, so they all are there. So after doing this thing, so we can click here on the finish thing. Okay, so our app is finished right now. So let me just close this thing, be on the home or the simulator also. Okay, it's just I have a project previously open, so if not, then you don't have to do this. So and I'm just making this open on the same page only. Okay, so after opening this, so this is our Android Studio. It came here. All there are some pre-boilerplate code, so just ignore them for a minute. So I just want to say one thing, like for a newbie developer, there will be a thing like here you can see here, like a project is written there. Sometime what will happen, like it will be by default selected as Android. Okay, so there is a thing like main.dart where we will be coding the application, and we'll be doing everything here. But if you try to find the main.dart file here, so you can't find it. Okay, so it will be a problem. So always make sure that this is always defaultly selected to the project. Okay, it is not any time like selected to anything else like test or Android. So there are a lot of time when it will be like by default selected on the Android thing. So just make sure that it is not selected on the Android. Okay, always make sure that it is selected on the project. Now in project there is a folder, like you can see that I am Rich, the name that we provide our app. Then if you expand that, there is a folder name as lib. Okay, or library. You can open it. There is a like a code, like a dart file, so that's name as main.dart. You that actually it is like it is opened by default, but if it is not open, then you can find it here, like in under the lib section in main.dart. So what is it? It is the actual code section. Okay, where we will be writing our code, like the Dart, we will be writing our code in Dart language. I think you guys know that. And we'll be using the framework Flutter, like which is developed by Google. So this is the thing. And like as you all know, like for example in any programming language like C or C++, as we use the extension like .c or .cpp, or in case of Java we use .java. In case of Dart we use .dart. Okay, so and the file name is main.dart, from where we will start the code. So let me just run the code so we can have a look. Everything is going on perfectly and everything is good. Okay, just give it a time, give it some time. It's running. So from here you can run your code. This is the button for hot reload. Like if you don't know hot reload what is it, so it will come later on this video lecture series. This is stop. So hot reload is actually a cool thing, so which is the main you can say like very like key feature of app development in a cross-platform app development, for which like every app developer, if you ask any native app developer, they will say like I wish if hot reload is present on our native app development also. It's not actually present there, so it will actually help you to refresh your app like very fast. Okay, so just give it some time. It's running, and meanwhile just let me check the video is, yeah, the video is recording, so it's running, building in Xcode. So if you are doing it for the first time, it will take some time, and please be patient, so it won't be very long. Okay, it will take some time, but maybe if your laptop or desktop, whatever you are doing, if that is having some old configuration, then it will take some like really long time. It can take some long time, but some in most of the cases it is taking the long time for the first time only when you are creating the project. But after that it will like do it way sooner. But it also depends on your hardware, like what hardware you have, it depends on that. Okay, so in our case it's just running the app. Just be patient for a minute. Okay, and meanwhile it runs the app. Yeah, the app is run in our simulator. The app is open. So this is the like the boilerplate app which Flutter provide us. So you can see like something text is written there, something going on there. So this is actually a counter app. Okay, we can count here. So this is the first thing. If you set up everything properly, and this app should come here. Okay, now just start code. Let's start coding. So what we will do, we will just delete all the boilerplate code here, like except this line. Okay, this thing, like the main function. Okay, except this, we'll be deleting everything. Bye bye. So let us discuss first why we didn't delete this code. Let us discuss about this thing only. So there are, if you are familiar with other programming language concept, for example like C or C++, you know, like there are some preprocessor directives like hash include stream or using names say std that we use, or hash include like stdio.h. okay, so those things. So this is kind of similar kind of thing. If you are new to the app development, this is like importing the material like dart. So it is, you can understand, it is actually a header file. Okay, so it is importing some important stuff for you, so you can code the app. Okay, after that there is a main function. Okay, if you guys are familiar with any programming language, you know that main function in this thing from where we actually start coding. Okay, this is the starting block or the principal block from where the everything started. In the main function, there is a curly braces and there is something written as run app. Okay, so this is the thing where we will be running the app, like run app in between it. So we will be running this thing. So there is when the predetermined app was there, so there is a app name as my app. So that's what it was doing. So we will be deleting this thing. Okay, we don't want to create any my app or something. So what instead we will be doing, we will create a material app. Okay, material app. So what is a material app? Material app, actually there are mainly three kind of app in Flutter. Okay, one is material app, like this one is Cupertino app, and one is our widget app. Okay, material app, actually what is a material app? Actually material app comes from Google's designing philosophy, material design. Okay, so it's a designing philosophy which is developed by Google, as you can see there. Just give me a minute. So as you can see here, it's developed by Google, and most of the cases Android follow this philosophy, and based on this philosophy there is an app what is app like, it's, you can understand, like it's some pre-built functions or pre-built widgets are given there, so which we can use to develop our app like very fast. Okay, so you can just come on the website and you can explore this thing, like what's going on here. Okay, so that's the material app thing. And there is also an app that's which is named as Cupertino app, and one app like which is named as widget app, which is completely customized. And the Cupertino app is actually from the Apple side, like the iOS development philosophy. Like after doing this, what we will be doing, we'll just refresh it, and it's giving us error. So just give me a second, let me rerun the app. So if there is a red kind of error is going on, then just rerun the app. Okay, just rerun the app, so it will be starting here. So this is our app. Okay, the app started here. So how you can understand the app? So like the app is there, this is a black screen. Okay, there is nothing there, like just a simple black screen there, and you can see there is a red banner there which is saying that debug banner. Okay, so what is that debug banner? It's showing that your app is working, it's just going on, and it's just a debugging app. So it's on the production phase and you are developing the app. Okay, now in the material app, actually what is it? If you guys are familiar with the class and like object concept, so you can relate with it. And if you are not familiar with it, like then just ignore it. Okay, if you're not familiar with it, so you can ignore it. Actually this all the widgets in Flutter are actually objects. Okay, the objects of classes. So it's actually creating like this is an object like material from the material app class. So you can see there are lots of properties there. So just give me a second, let me hover over it. So there are lots of properties there. Okay, so one such property is home. Okay, which we will be using a very like a lot of time. Okay, where we actually put everything like we will design the app or do everything there. So this is, you can imagine it like the main or principal thing in this thing. So here, like let's print something on the screen. Okay, so we can use a text widget. It's also a widget, and every widget is also actually, you can understand it, every widget is actually an object which is made from a class or name as from the which is built by the Google developer team and given to you. Okay, so we can use the object, test object, and here we can just write something like our app name, I am rich. Okay, I'm rich, and just refresh the app. So it's not doing anything, it's not printing anything. Why is that? Just give me a minute. I'm rich, and if I run this, okay, you can see like I am rich is printed there. So the notch is there, so it's not visible, so you can't see that thing. So what we can do, we can just we can just cut this thing, and we can just create an widget that is named as center. So what actually the center did, center actually put everything in the center. Okay, as it sounds, like it put everything on the center. So if you center of the screen, so if I run it now, so you can see like the text is written here. Okay, I am rich. So this is the basic thing or first thing, or you can in many cases people write like hello world or something like that, or we can also write subscribe. So if you guys are not subscribed yet, then please consider subscribing. You guys will just get a lot of awesome contents from our side. So yeah, this is the text widget. Okay, with which we are writing like our first thing. So this is the first blank screen where we develop our first blank app. So where the we used a text widget and create used a material app. So just code along with us, so you will understand a lot. So now what we will actually do, in this app, we will try to format this code a little bit, so it's just kind of looking like a messy, and it's just put on single line. So what I will do, just it's also a convention here. So after this kind of, you can see that first brackets, like the brackets here, which are like C brackets, which are closing here. So it's just a convention, like letter says that you have to complete them after with a comma. Okay, when they're ended, you have to put a comma after them. Okay, now after giving a comma, when you click on Control S or save the app, okay, and or you just refactor the code from Dart format, so it actually formats your code. So I think it's more cleaner now. You can see what you have to do, just right click on your mouse and format the code. Okay, so it will format the code, so it will much cleaner now. So yeah, our app is ready. We are running with the material app, and there is a text written here like subscribe, and yeah, just follow along and subscribe the channel. And next video we'll learn a little bit more, we'll start doing some creative thing, we'll create a scaffold and we'll do some coloring stuff or something like that. So yeah, so see you on the next video, and hope you like the video. And if you like it, just just click the like button and subscribe the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.